Hey, Casey Page here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to integrate gravity forms with iTracker360 and Infusionsoft. And so as a prerequisite, I'm going to assume that you have gravity forms installed on your WordPress site and you're already using it. And so once someone fills out this gravity form, the contact record is created inside Infusionsoft. And so I don't know how the record is getting to Infusionsoft. You might be using a WordPress plugin that maps that data to Infusionsoft, or you're using Zapier or something, but I'm just going to assume you're at this point right now. And so all you lack is the tracking data to go with the contact. So at this point, what you'll want to do is log into the iTracker member section. You'll want to go to the setup guide, and you'll want to complete the first 3 steps of the setup guide. So enter your API key, create the custom fields, and then add our WordPress plugin to your WordPress site. And so I've already done all this, and there's one more step you'll want to do on the member site is creating a handshake key. So I'm going to click on Gravity Forms Integration Sync, and I'm going to create a handshake key. So this is kind of a shared password that you'll have with WordPress and then with our system. So just click on Gravity Forms and then put in some sort of password or whatever you want to do in here, and just hit update. Okay. Now go to your WordPress site. Let me bring up WordPress and just go into the WordPress dashboard and then settings and iTracker360. So install our WordPress plugin and make sure you have the latest version of our plugin. So right here is the latest version is 2.1.0, and you can update it right inside the plugin page, or if you want to download the new one, you can, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you have the latest one. And if you have Gravity Forms installed, we'll have this option for you. Just check that box, put in your handshake key, and then hit save. So you'll know that this is working if you go to basically the page that you have like a gravity form on. And I have a little demo page, so I'm just going to inspect this web form. And if I scroll down, you'll see the contact, like the GA source, GA medium, like those fields here. And that's when you know that your iTracker snippet has the gravity form stuff enabled. And if you have your handshake keys matching, then all this should work. So we'll just do a quick test, and I'm just going to set some tracking data. I'm going to set the source to gravity, test, and then iTracker. So that should be what the lead source says. So I'm going to do test2 at test.com. So test, and then test2. So I'm going to submit this guy. And what this is going to do is it's going to submit the gravity form, and it's going to add the contact to Infusionsoft. And I'm using a separate gravity form plugin to do that. Now if I log into the member site and click on the integration sync for gravity forms, you'll see that test2 at test.com just showed up, and they're waiting to be processed. And if I click on this guy, you can see the GA source, GA medium, GA campaign. Here's the lead source that's going to be set, the referring URL, the IP address. So here's all the tracking data. And what iTracker does is it syncs this tracking data for this email address or contact. It'll sync it up with Infusionsoft. So we do this on a 5-minute schedule, so in a roughly 12 seconds, my system will sync this data with your Infusionsoft account. And if the Infusionsoft account does not exist yet, maybe like Zapier is waiting or something like that, it'll retry up to like 3 times, and then it just won't sync it. So I'm just going to refresh this page, and it looks like it is synced. This guy went down here. And what we'll do is we'll take this guy, and we'll go into Infusionsoft, and we'll look for him. So here's that contact record. The lead source is set, the custom fields are set, the IP address is set, and the optional address fields are set, and then if you're using tag-based tracking, that would be set. So everything is set up. All you do is create a handshake key and just enable it on your WordPress site, and then iTracker will start to collect this tracking data, and then we'll sync it up with your Infusionsoft account. Thanks.